me on the page here. Do you ever take a look at yourself and have a case of imposter syndrome? I know I do. You toss and turn at night. You go to bed late, 11 p.m. maybe, but you don't fall asleep. 2 a.m. You're still up. Because you're an imposter. Your conscience isn't clear. You have a dirty conscience. You know things about yourself. Brush it to the side. Maybe you're an alcoholic. But you're teaching the world how to be sober. You know that you could be real. You have the potential to be real. But you're an imposter. You teach people to be real. Well, you're not falling asleep. You're counting sheep. I had a student once when I was a teacher who I don't understand why, but he wanted to be a student of mine. And when we had our first face-to-face encounter, he called me out for being an imposter. What? Who does that, right? Hey, I want you to be my teacher, but you're an imposter, so sort that out. Who is teaching who? That's what I want to know. They say when the student is ready, the teacher arrives. But what I was clearly seeing is that when the teacher was ready, the student arrived. Yeah, I don't want you to take this personally, but I sense a little bit of an imposter syndrome in you. And my jaw hit the floor. Because I knew he was right. But I was all puffed up about it. How dare you? How dare you call me an imposter when I am your mentor? You're here to learn from me, not to judge me and not to criticize. So, I demand that you retract your statement. And right there, right when I demanded that he rescind his judgment, he could tell he was correct. I could tell he was correct, but I had too much of an ego to supplicate before him and say, okay, you're the master now, you called me out. I'm the imposter. I'm the imposter. I'm not doing this because I have some kind of ego trip where I go around and I call out teachers. I don't need to do that. I chose you. But you need to clean some things up. first before we really get into, you know, me learning from you. And I'm like, excuse me, just stop. Who's the teacher here? Me or you? Right now I'm the teacher, but I didn't come here to teach you. I came here to learn from you. I came here to learn from you. But you gotta clean up the imposter syndrome before we do that. And what do, right? What do you do? What do you do when you can't go to sleep at night? When you are racking your brains, trying to figure out why you are not feeling like you're the real deal, the real McCoy. And then someone comes to you and basically lays that at your feet. You're a fraud. You're a huckster. You're a snake oil salesman. Charlatan. Mountebank. Hooligan. So what was it gonna do? Hypnotize the guy? Make him think that I'm the guru? He was too sharp. Was I going to accept this delivery? This FedEx package from the universe itself? Hey, you want to stand up, be a mentor, a guru? You're a fake. Get it together, man. You're a fake. That's why you can't sleep at night. These are the conversations I would have with myself, tossing and turning, sweating into my pillow. Here I am, the man with the answers. Everybody thinks I've got the answers, but I don't have the answer. Don't have the answer. Don't have the fucking answer, okay? I'm an imposter. And I don't want anybody else to know that. Don't want anybody else to know that. Like, even when I'm talking to you right now, I don't want anybody else to know that. I don't want you to think that I'm revealing my unconscious to you in some roundabout, circuitous subterfuge. I'm the real McCoy. Except when I go to bed at night. Real McCoy. You don't actually believe yourself when you talk. There's something in you that's holding back. You're not fully committed and you don't have the courage to collapse all of your perspectives into one finite truism, one finite wisdom. You're all over the place, and I must say that the reason I've actually decided to study underneath you is that when you learn how to collapse a plethora of perspectives, you'll be like no other teacher ever. You're afraid to collapse. You're afraid to collapse. All of that into this. How can you teach all of that cloud of nebulous possibilities? You've got to collapse. You're not a fraud. If you collapse, you're not fake. That's what I'm here for. I know how to collapse it all. I know how to collapse it all. This protege to be — telling me something I already dimly understood. I had set up an entire infrastructure, an edifice to teach thousands of people about all the possibilities. A multitudinous array of perspectives, which are the adornments and ornaments of the cosmos. Because of what I had noticed, these people were always prematurely collapsing the possibilities. And my disposition was to leave it all open. And here comes this little guy. Not little. Not even diminutive. A giant. I call him little because of my puffery. My puffery. I feel like I have to make him small. He was actually much greater than myself. He just told me to start collapsing shit. Had a big fancy term. Post-binary cognition. It's where you choose to collapse into either or. Everybody is all about the both and. I was about the both and. I was the virtuoso of the both and. Because I was saying to everybody, listen, you're in a cage. All of you, you're in a cage. You're in the cage of the either or. Listen to me and I will free you from the cage. I will liberate you from the cage, emancipate you from either or by telling you both and. Both and, people. Either or is a trap. Snares your soul. Both and. Both and. Both and. This guy. What do you do about guys like that? This guy comes up to me in our very first face-to-face teaching and he goes, either or. I about shit my pants. Because when people talk to you in a certain way, they have a certain frequency, certain transmission, and it comes right into you. And you can't lie to yourself anymore. And you know why you've been staying up all night. He understood something that other people didn't understand. He went from either or to both and to either or again. That's unprecedented. Nobody has done that. I felt that I was particularly advanced for both and. Sure. An array of both and teachers out there, but I do both and better than anybody. In all humility. Fucking this guy. You know what? You have those dreams. The boogeyman is in the closet, and you can see the shadow moving underneath the bottom of the door, that slit of light, and you can see the shadow back and forth. The boogeyman is in the closet, and you can't sleep at night. You can't sleep at night. Because you know there's something wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. And this guy waltzes into my life like some kind of badass. Like Michael Jackson at the what's it called? Where he did Billie Jean. It's in Harlem. I'll think of it. He walks in there, waltzes in there, and he says, either or. Either or. But you gotta change your life. It's not enough for you to just say yes to all the possibilities. Apollo. Michael Jackson walking into the Apollo doing Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that says that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. That's how he walked in to our first face-to-face teaching. Like MJ and BJ at the Apollo. Changed my life that day. Because that's where we've gone astray. You see, the either or people, they don't get both and. But the both and people have lost sight of the either or. If you can reclaim the either or, then you truly understand the spirit of the both and. That's what he told me. If you can reclaim the either or, you reclaim the spirit of the both and. Because if we're truly serious about both and, then either or thinking should be fine. Should it not? And he blew my mind. And he helped me see that I am an imposter. I can't go to sleep because either or is inside both and. Either or is inside both and. Hello. Figure it out, you imposters. At least I'm honest with myself. I'm honest. If I can't sleep at night, it's because my both and does not include either or. Now it does. How you like me now? How you like them apples? How you like them apples? And this is what was so precocious about this protege. He knew the answer, but he didn't know how to teach it. He didn't know how to live it. And so he was temporarily my mentor, my guru, my master, temporarily for the duration of one face-to-face teaching. And when my world collapsed, my both and collapsed, I had to pick up the mantle of either or and throw it across my back and bear that cross. That was my cross to bear. Both and includes either or. Suck on that, bitches. Of course, that put me in a league of my own. Nobody can hang with that at all. Post-binary cognition. Both and includes either or, because if both and doesn't include either or, then it ain't both and. Is it? Is it? Really let that sink in. Can change your world. Now for me, I don't know what to do. I don't actually know what to do with my newfound discovery. Because as you might suspect, nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Except for this kid. So, he's like my translator now. I write... You know when they say I gotta download from the universe? Yeah, that's me. Once I realized that both and truly includes either or, forget about it. I was off the charts. I was in a multiverse unto myself. That's where he was actually quite, as they say, perspicacious. He saw that he couldn't go where I can go. But he saw that if he entrained himself to me, that he'd be able to translate for the masses that both and includes either or. That the credo of post-binary cognition. How can we say it? Illuminates the soul from within. It's a life-changing illumination. It's enlightenment. Figure it out, because what happens with both and is that if you are rigidly, dogmatically, ideologically committed to both and as the be-all and end-all ceiling of reality, as it were, that you miss so much. You miss why either or was so precious. My precious. My precious. You miss it. You miss it. You miss it. But what is magical? What is otherworldly and celestial? Is reimagining and inhabiting either or from the both end. I mean, I could talk about this for hours. This is just a prolegomena, prelude, preamble of what is. Truth is that I'm now living in a castle, and I walk throughout the castle, and when I'm ready to give my soliloquy, I go to the front of the castle, to the drawbridge, and there he is, my translator. Hello, sir. What have you for me today? I can't even speak it. I can't even speak it. I'm so grateful for you. Well, sir, I'm here. I'm here. Happy to be here. It's not easy to be here, but because of you, I'm able to be here because of what you decided to manifest for me with that both and either or. I'm happy, sir. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Tell me, sir, what can I do for you? I need you. Sir, I'm here. I really need you. I'm here. Tell me, what do you need? I need your help. Sir, I need your help. I don't know how to translate anymore what has happened. There was a period when I could simply tell you, and you would help me decode it. So grateful. But now I'm afraid I can't even speak in such a way that you can understand anything that I'm saying anymore. I'm now beyond. Frankly, I have surpassed. I've surpassed the limits of the human soul. I'm done. I'm done with the artifice. I'm done with the fabrications. I'm done with the delineations. I'm done with the human condition. It's time for me to ascend.